Jedi were real.
I used to wonder about that myself. Thought it was a bunch of mumbo jumbo. A magical power holding together good and evil, the dark side and the light. Crazy thing is, it's true. The Force, the Jedi, all of it. It's all true. Oh, you rest. You want my help? You're getting it. Gonna see an old friend. She'll get your droid home. This is our stop.
A lot of atheist non-believers of Israel, this video is for you. And when I say Israel, I mean the so-called African American, Negro, Hispanic, and Native Americans. You are Israelites, and this whole ministry is for the elect, for those who do not believe, who God wants them to believe. Now, some of y'all unbelievers watch Star Wars, so I'm going to prove that God is real using Star Wars as an example, because as the seraphim angels say, holy, 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 the whole earth is filled with his glory. You guys are blind, but let's get right to the word. Daniel chapter 11 verse 38. But in his estate shall he honor the God of forces, and a God whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with gold and silver, and with precious stones and pleasant things. This verse is letting you know that the God of forces is the Most High. When the Jedi say, use the Force, may the Force be with you. That's God, the Most High, Yahweh. For the land is full of adulterers, for because of swearing the land mourneth. The pleasant places of the wilderness are dried up, and their course is evil, and their force is not right. Again, God is letting you know that when the Jedi use the Force, or when the Sith use when they say the Force, it's talking about God. If your force is evil, you are already on the dark side. Now, God had made Israel, you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to be above all nations. God is in you, whether you admit it or not. Like my friend reminded me, some are willingly ignorant. Some of y'all despise and hate this word, so you willingly are ignorant. But God, the Most High Yahweh, is still here. Now, if you want to be a reprobate, if you don't want to turn to the light side, turn from the dark to light, then your blood is on your own hands. You have been warned. But for you elect, there's still a chance before it's too late. So the Force is God. According to Jeremiah, if your force is evil, which is your power, which is the Most High, then you will remain on the dark side. Psalm chapter 14 verse 1. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doth good. God is saying that you are corrupt. You have the Force in you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. You have God in you, but you are corrupt. You say God does not exist, yet you're watching Star Wars like a fool.
The droid will soon be delivered into the Resistance, leading them to the last Jedi. If Skywalker returns, the new Jedi will rise.
Supreme Leader, I take full responsibility.
Our strategy must now change.
The weapon, it is ready. I believe the time has come to use it. We shall destroy the government that supports the resistance, the Republic. Without their friends to protect them, the resistance will be vulnerable, and we will stop them before they reach Skywalker.
You oversee preparations.
Yes, Supreme Leader.
There's been an awakening. Have you felt it? Yes. There's something new. The droid we seek is aboard the Millennium Falcon. In the hands of your father, Han Solo. It means nothing to me. Even you, master of the Knights of Ren, have never faced such a test. By the grace of your training, I will not be seduced. We shall see. We shall see.
Genesis chapter 6 verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bare children of them, the same became mighty men, which were old men of renown. Now, this is talking about the Nephilim. In those days, there were giants on the earth before the flood of Noah. Even today, there's a remnant of giants. But the clip that you saw is the Sith is a Nephilim. It's a giant, man. I said in my previous video, Star Wars means Angel Wars. There's a verse, I don't have it with me right now, there's a verse that says the sons of God and the morning stars sing together. The morning stars, those are angels. Christ is the ultimate morning star, like he said in Revelation. But morning stars and angels is the same thing. That's why you have Star Wars, the dark versus light. Psalm chapter 81 verse 11. But my people would not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me. So I gave them up into their own heart lust, and they walked in their own counsels. So if you have the force, which is the Spirit of God in you, you can also sin. Because God has given you up to your own lust. You atheists that don't believe, you are willingly ignorant. As it is written, a fool saith in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. Some of y'all 2/3 is just going to have to be destroyed and be reborn as a baby in the kingdom of Christ or the kingdom of heaven, of God. But you can avoid that destruction. First, believe God is real. Believe his son is real. Keep the commandments. It's not hard. Anakin Skywalker, dude was so emotional, man. He wanted to be on the council. He got emotional. Then his mother was dying, and he just turned from this innocent boy to a killer. Why? Because he had corrupted knowledge. Let no man say that he is tempted. I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. The thirst to be evil, the thirst to be ignorant, the thirst to be wicked is of an evil force. As it is written, Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Satan, he has power to a degree. His fallen angels has power to a degree, but their force is not right. Their course is evil. Alright, Shalom Israel. I just proved God is real. Good night.